FisherCast UK Ltd, based in Welshpool, manufacture high-precision zinc die castings and assemblies. The company was running a bespoke AS400 system written by their parent organisation in Canada. However, the system was no longer being developed. After selecting a new account system in late 2007, FisherCast also chose the integrated manufacturing solution from the same vendor. However, several months down the line, the system was still not implemented, so the company decided to consider alternative solutions.
We were approached by one of our customers, one of our leading customers, with regards to 123. They gave us a copy of the DVD from a workshop that we watched, and then we were invited to the workshop in Wolverhampton. Also, one of my old colleagues from university is a director in a local company that's taken up 123 as well. So we had quite some good inside information on the system before we went to the workshop.
The workshop allowed colleagues from various parts of the business that were to use the system to actually go and view it and see it demonstrated in a sort of quiet environment where everyone was allowed to be focused and sort of see the system without any of the usual day-to-day distractions.
The decision was made in April 2008 to select 123insight, and 7 people attended the no-risk training. Shortly after this, the company went through a takeover, which shelved implementation until October 2008, after which other key staff were trained and the company set about implementing the system. In total, 10 staff attended the user training, with 4 staff attending the implementation, administration and CRM courses. 1 member also attended the advanced administration training.
It was good with the fact that we actually went through live situations, things like putting customers on the system, sending dispatch notes out and advice notes, invoicing parts, raising the relevant paperwork. For me, that was a good point of the training, because that's exactly what you would do back at the factory, rather than just being shown the product and then get it in the post the next day and then away you go and do it yourself. It was good. It was probably one of the best training courses I've been on, to be fair.
The implementation took place between October and December 2008.
It did, looking back, it did go in a lot easier than I thought it would. It's not a massive amount of parts that we make here. We're probably at around 300 now, or 180 to 250. Some aren't live and some are. Yeah. But
we imported 300 live parts into the system, including the bills of materials and process routes, together with the supplier some contract costs. Using the import pack, that allowed us to validate the data offline prior to importing it into the system,
which was a major plus to us.
This allowed us to ensure that our component weights were up to date, because the component weights can vary from where the tool is in its tool life,
which obviously is critical to the company. And zinc has been quite volatile in its price in the last 2 or 3 years, and we're lucky enough to link some of the prices to some of the customers. So if there's a price of zinc does go up, then obviously we put our prices up, but vice versa. So weights of parts are key, and it's incredibly important to have the correct weight on the system.
The company went live across all departments in January 2009. Immediately, the company noticed several significant improvements. All departments had complete visibility of sales, works and purchase commitments. Stock control improved, and the automatic reminder to order parts where minimum stocks were held proved beneficial. With many components finding their way into automotive and medical parts, traceability is crucial. 123insight allows FisherCast to provide full traceability information to its clients.
Some of our customers require traceability from the raw material coming in through to the factory, through to being batched up into the production runs, and then out with the delivery. So every delivery from some customers, you need to quote your what we call heat numbers, or basically traceable numbers from each delivery of every tonne of zinc that we ship in, and that's a considerable amount, and the system made it much easier for us to do that.
The number of errors and the time spent resolving them has been significantly reduced. The price list published to any given customer automatically follows through to the invoice, which has significantly reduced the number of invoice queries.
The ability of the system for you to trace where the error was made has allowed us to actually significantly reduce user errors. Our previous system, each price had to be manually inputted. What we're able to do now is to export the existing price list together with the component weights off the system, apply the differential for the current quarter's zinc rate, and then re-import the data straight back into the system. This has significantly increased our throughput on the administration of the quarterly adjustment.
We also do 25 to 30% of our business with automotive companies, and historically automotive companies like giving you blanket orders that can run for anything up to 2 or 3 years. And the problem we had with the old system was if we had a blanket order on at a certain price, the old system would keep that price and lock it in, and you couldn't change it very easily. You'd have to go in and change it manually. Whereas 123 MRP helps us change prices at will, or whenever we do quarterly price adjustments with regards to the raw material price. And we know that, or we're confident with 123 now that those prices will be updated when we want them to be updated.
With price of material an ever-changing factor, and customers often ordering tens of thousands of components weighing less than half a gram, it's important for FisherCast to have an accurate and automated method of correctly weighing parts. The company has integrated their weigh station into 123insight. The operator scans the barcode of the works order, and the relevant quantities for each line item are displayed. As components are placed into the packaging, an on-screen counter shows the real-time number of parts in the box based on weight versus the number required. Once the desired number has been reached, the item is signed off as complete, and 123insight is immediately updated. The use of paper also saw a huge reduction.
I know for some particular customers, due to customs requirements, we used to have to produce up to 30 or 40 different documents for one shipment, and I think we were utilising 3 or 4 different printers for different types of paper for all the different paraphernalia that we had to produce for shipping documents. Now that's all fed through one printer and through 1 or 2 different documents that we've managed to amalgamate onto the system with report writing. So in terms of the paperwork on shipping, it has been greatly reduced.
FisherCast are now taking full advantage of 123insight's reporting capabilities, but still export data to perform further external analysis. The CRM option and the ability to attribute analysis codes to any company record type has also played a useful part in this.
In supporting our existing customers, we are looking to expand the services that we offer, including introducing further process routes, bringing in services and operations that are currently done by our subcontract supplier base, bringing those in-house, and the ability of 123 to apply those different routes, whether it be using our subcontractor or a manufactured in-house route. That will certainly give us benefits in bringing those operations in-house. We now have our customer database, our prospective customer database, our live quotations, components together with tool ownership, drawing control, process routings, price lists, all under one system which is linked together.
For me, it was the amalgamation of all the elements of the business that we want on one system. The great beauty of this system is when you change something somewhere, it changes everywhere else immediately.